Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with the Flying Phent. This is Orthodox Ottomans, episode number 50. We just managed to beat up on Naples pretty hard, and now they let some rebels kind of get all up in our junk, which is fine. I'm not going to do anything about it. I was considering, though, where to go to War II next. Now, a few things that we need to consider. We have been ravaging Eastern Europe pretty hard. And I wouldn't be surprised if we go to someone who we are not allied or vassalized with, let's say Saxony, and we look at our aggressive expansion. That's actually not too bad. I thought it'd be higher than that. I was going to say we should probably focus on expanding somewhere else because all these people are going to be angry with us, but it looks like, for the most part, a lot of them just don't even care. So we barely have any, so I suppose we could just turn around and wage another war in Eastern Europe, although to spread it out, it might not be a bad time to consider going to war in the Middle East, potentially. And also, Novgorod. What, you have a truce with Muscovy, you're allied with me. What is your opinions of Muscovy? You hate Muscovy. So I don't really have to worry. Do I need this? The problem is I'd like to cut down on my relationships. And I don't really see where I can do that. I could always open up the idea group that will give me more, but it's not until the end, right? That's going to take a long time to get there. There's also expansion, but again, that's going to take a while to get there. On the plus side, the Diplotech isn't all that important. And I'm still doing pretty good, although I have got to be getting, I'm 54 with no air. Who's this? Giovanni Maria de Savoia. De Savoia. What flag is that? The bluish one. Why doesn't it tell me who that is? Shouldn't it tell me? Peter the First. Well, who do I? Let me look at who I have royal marriages with. There's 4 there. Giovanni Maria. Oh, you know what? It's probably Urbino. Yeah. So I would have I would share relations with Urbino. It's too bad they're not a bigger country, but whatever. Under attack in Romagna. Ooh. Lucky they didn't come up with full morale. Should be able to win that. Although, now that we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and give these guys a leader so they can do better next time. How's that core coming? It's coming along, 46%. That's good. I don't plan on finishing this core here in Abruzzi. I fully expect that they will win this siege. And then, hopefully, they move on to Roma and beat up Aragon. That's what I would like to see happen in an ideal world. Okay, so. The question then becomes, do I take another relationship? Like, the only reason this is still so high is because I have a 5 diplomatic skill. If I get a guy with like a 3, right, this will be 7. If I take another, it'll be 6. Well, you know, it's not too bad. Even that's not too bad. Do I take Cilicia? I think I do. I think I try. And vassalize Cilicia. You know what, let me just go ahead and raise relations, right? That's step 1. Instead of humming and hawing, let's just go ahead and raise relations with them. In the meantime, I think it is time. We haven't expanded down this way in quite some time. We probably should. Crimea is small and weak and pitiful. Kazan is getting stronger. But I don't mind that, because Kazan can potentially beat up on Muscovy. So go ahead, Kazan gets stronger. Syria might not be a bad place to beat up. Their only ally is Kazan. Kazan we could also take. Question is, are they going to become a war leader? Because that could potentially be bad. Who are these guys allied with? Kilwa, not a factor. Tunisia, not a factor. Najd, not a factor. And Yemen, not a factor. So if we went after the Mamluks, it would basically just be us. Is this occupied by the Mamluks? They are. So you're at war with everybody? Just Syria. Okay. And my worry was what? That Kazan would call in their allies, the Timurids. And Nogai. Nogai, not a factor. Timurids, could be. Are they still fairly weak? They're still very weak. I mean, if we were going to go, now would be the time, right? The only downside is none of my vassals would help, or none of my allies would help. There's no way allies are going to join into war with the Timurids or Syria or something, right? But it might be worthwhile, even if we just take territory away from the Mamluks, that might be something worth doing. Because that would all give me more naval power, more trade. Isn't there a good trade? Yeah, I could move in towards Alexandria. That's a good trade node to have. There's that mission as well, conquer the Levant. It doesn't go all the way to Alexandria, but, you know, it gets there a little bit. Otherwise, Crimea has no allies. Wow. Well, Crimea would be a quick war. We could do Crimea. The nice thing about taking Crimea would be that it would force the Timurids and Kazan, if they want to continue expanding, to expand elsewhere. Which isn't a bad thing. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move one stack down here, and then I'm going to move 2 stacks over to Azov. Go. That's what I'll do. That will give me a bit of time. I can beat up on Crimea and then think about what I want to do. See how kind of the politics of the region continues to shape up. In the meantime, I can move these guys down here in case I do decide to go to the Timurids. I'll be right there. Military tech, is it that I have? Yeah, military in my head? No. So not going to take it. I'm going to sit back and wait. Okay, people are all almost there. Timurids annexed Uzbek. I don't know where that is, but they look like they're bigger. They look significantly bigger. They're up to 96, so they're getting bigger every minute. Arrived in Azov, so here we go. I have no diplomats. Of course I don't. Urbino, privileges in Kurland. How did he get down to 121? Oh well, you're going to take a while, so forget you. I'll return there after I have declared war. Armies are ready. Castile, no, we're not taking royal marriage. Alright, so we have our guy. Let's just double check. Kilwa's the defender. They may come to their aid. Who cares? I doubt they will. All of our vassals have agreed to help out. We're going to walk in and beat them up. Alright, we're beating up presence. That's fine. Mamluks allow us back into their lands. That's good. We'll go back to Kurland and keep improving relations there. What are we at? Plus 79. Okay. Laid sieged in there. Laid sieged. Doesn't even make sense. Battle of Cuban. Battle of Cuban. There we go. Okay, so you guys are done. Why don't you head over here? And just to lower my attrition, let's go ahead and leave just a basic siege force there. Good. Crusade against the Aztec. Come on, guys. I'm fighting the Sunni here. Lost the siege of Abruzzi. Okay, good. Now, where are you guys moving? Oh, you're splitting up now. Well, that's no good. I suppose that will let me unsiege Abruzzi, but they're probably going around the corner. Yep. Excellent. It's just too bad that this is going to be unsieged. Looks like Aragon might be able to hold off from Naples splitting off in the end anyway. Just too bad. Okay, are you guys at war? No. Oh, you know what though? I can use my cleansing of the heresy, Casus Belli. Oh, I don't think... Does that work against Sunni? Where it prevents them from changing Kaluga and Zev? I think Kaluga is the one that I definitely wanted, though. It is. I'm going to have to get that back. Kaluga, I will definitely have to get back. Luckily, we're almost good with Urbino. Disputed succession in Urbino. Well, they're already my vassals, so I don't care. Oof, they are, right? Look at this. Aragon is managing to lift the sieges. Unfortunately. Having said that, the Napoli rebels are taking more and more territory. So they might fracture yet. They might branch off yet. We'll have to see. I don't know how long Naples can keep that up, right? It's costing them money. It's costing them manpower. I don't even want to unsiege Abruzzi because it's more stuff that they own. There we go. Romagna is now part of my patrimony. I can go ahead and convert it. The Revolt risk there is going to get up a little bit more, but that's fine. Alright, there we go. So one province sieged, one more to go. No, go away. Go away. Not interested. In about 3 minutes, I'm going to have your other territory, and then I'm just going to annex you completely, so I don't care what you have to offer. Group, move off. Actually, maybe they should stay there, deal with potential religious rebels. This is a concern that I should keep in mind. Okay, so to free up a diplomat, we can go to Urbino. We can stop improving relations. There we go. We won that siege. Go ahead and move out to Imretti. Crimea is 100% war score. And I don't have a guy yet. Alright, he'll be home soon. There you go. He's home. Sue for peace. Full annexation. War for 35. How much money do they have? Let's look at that. They have no money, so you're of no use to me. If they had money, it might have been worthwhile to consider vassalizing them instead, but if they don't have money, what's the point? Okay, go stand there. Just in case rebels spawn. The revolt list like here. Still fairly high. Okay. Still fairly high. Diplomat's free, so we can go ahead and vassalize Urbino. There we go. They're going to come lift the siege in Abruzzi for me. Thanks, guys. Yeah, might as well come help you. I do have a high siege score. So that takes care of that. Novgorod likes me even more. Hey, Novgorod, would you like to be my vassal? I didn't think so. Holy smokes, it's close. How is it so close? Wow. Look how big they are, and I can almost vassalize them? Okay. Well, in that case, I will royal marriage you. -10, wow. So all I have to do is grow just a little bit. Well, in that case, we definitely want to expand. Syria, your only ally is Kazan. Kazan has the Timurids. Yeah, now, there was Casus Belli. EU4, Casus Belli. And then if we go to... What is it called exactly? If I declared war on Syria using my Holy War. Cleansing of heresy. The war leader can't change, but holy war it can. So it looks like the Mamluks it is. The Mamluks shall be my next target. Oh wow, Castile will join me. Oh, that's fantastic. We're definitely going after the Mamluks then. I've only got 2 armies here. What is the Mamluks looking like? The Mamluks. They have 24,000 with 31,000 in reserve. Really? So I can probably beat you up just with my 2 armies? I'm going to bring a 3rd, but wow. Now, in case I would need it, would Kazan give me military access? They would. So if I do get rebels, I can always just zip across there. So that'll be fine. So let's go. Before Castile changes their mind, let's declare war. Oh, because Tunisia is going to join. Oh, fantastic. Kurland has joined. Brandenburg, Mantua, and Urbino have all joined, of course. They're all vassals. They don't have a choice. Reduce overextension. Yeah, let's do it. Achieve religious unity. That'll be next. Let's go. Yemen, Najd, Tunisia have all joined. Fine. I'm okay with that. Our diplomat has arrived. That's fine. Laid siege to 1 fortress. Good. We can just sit there for now. I'm actually not sure who's stronger here, Kazan or Syria. They're probably both in a similar boat, aren't they? Kazan 20 and Syria 11. Oh, and like no army to speak of. Are they still at war? No. Oh. They're going to Hama. They'll be there on the 18th. I'll get here on the 15th. So let us wait them out. 17, there we go. We'll meet you there. And we'll meet you there with a 6 skill general. And if that's not enough to worry you, we've got 17,000 more coming. Oh, and you were losing just against the 1 army. Look at that. You guys are so screwed. The army just... I think the army just crushed. Like, I don't think the army exists anymore. I think that was a complete and utter devastation. So he's going to go there and there. This guy can go here. Okay, good. So I'm going to advance this way. Actually, no, I'll go here and here. Yeah, I'll go there and there. Laying sieges, good. You can split move to Sidon. You guys are going all the way over there, good. You can come to Judea. And I'm going to do Judea and Negev. Negev. Whatever it is, that's where I'm going. Those guys will do Sidon. Here I'll leave a siege force in Badiat Asham. And then I will do Haran and Al-Karak. Actually, I can probably just leave a siege force. New plan. Spread ourselves thinner. Yep, this will be fine. Okay, dispatch a siege force, head there. Oh, look at that, their allies are coming to help. Cool. Laying siege to Haran, good. Dispatch a siege force. You're going to Sinai. That's fine, go to Sinai. That's fine with me. You're sitting there, okay, good. Go ahead and reinforce a bit. Okay. So we have a nice sized force in Gaza. We're going to have a nice sized force in Al-Karak. They're building up a nice army with their vassals and allies, but they're not going to be able to do much with it. Now, how are things going over here? Volt risk there is still really high, but it's almost done being converted. Okay, good. We can group up here. Oh. Good. All right. You get money's worth in this video. It's like the end of one war and start of another. I think we're both in this one video. Fantastic. Castile, buddy, if you're going to join me in war, you should actually join me in war, not just sit there. Come on. Beat up on Tunisia. Make it so. I'll even give you Tunisian lands. Honest, I will. You just have to go beat them up a little bit is all. Our volt risk here is pretty low. I'm not too worried about this. Once the coring's done, I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Alright, so we need to continue beating up on the Mamluks. I don't know, do they have any nations they can release? They can release hedges. Oh, that would be nice. There's not really much reason to have the Mamluks release nations, though, because they're all going to be wrong religion, so I'm not going to be able to vassalize them anyway. So I'll just take some territory. I'll probably take along the coast here. Probably take 2 or 3. I'll probably go 3. I'll take Hama, Sidon, and Judea is what we're going to go for. And then we will work on integrating Kurland once we get there. Who's this? Lithuanian nationalists. Come on, Kurland, you're letting me down. Yeah, we need to go ahead and integrate Kurland. That will happen very shortly. In about 4 days, we'll be able to start integrating Kurland, which is nice. We'll get a relation off the board. And yeah, then again, focus over here is going to continue to be Aragon. We've got to weaken them some more and get Rome, but other good targets are going to be something like Venice. We also want to move on Poland and work our way through Bohemia so that we can vassalize the Palatinate. Now, that's all going to be a future episode. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.